Things I should have said. It was mid of summer, downtown Chicago. I was walking down Michigan Avenue on my way to meet my cousin for lunch. Michigan Avenue was filled with people walking, shopping, and busily on their way to work. Everyone was in their own world and minding their own business. If you have ever been to Chicago or haven't, there's a great deal of homeless people living on the street. I've been to Chicago many times, and as a little kid, I'd always stare at the homeless people because I didn't understand at the time. As I grew older, I had a better understanding of homeless people and why they are on the street and without a home. So on my way to lunch, I had passed many homeless people and didn't think of anything of it that was until a woman caught my eye. As I approached the woman, a white male was also approaching her. The male was dressed in a nice suit and was obviously on his way to work. I didn't think anything of it because I wasn't sure if he was just giving her money and kept walking. I kept going until I heard a loud shout. The man had approached the woman and was now shouting at her and harassing her. He kept yelling profane things at her and making fun of her for being on the street. Many people on the street started to stop and stare at this situation in front of them. Soon, a large crowd started to form, but the situation kept going. The woman had just had her head down, unable to speak from the embarrassment the man was causing her. Everyone was watching, yet no one, myself included, said anything. I just figured an adult or someone older than me called the police or would just step in and break up the situation. The man soon left after a while and left the woman there in discomfort. Everyone left and just carried on with their busy lives as if nothing had happened at all, and I just went to lunch with my cousin. A social inequality is the unequal distribution of wealth, power, and prestige among members of society. The man was exemplifying his ability to throw the fact that he had money in the woman's face. He was wearing a nice suit and showing off that he had a high status compared to the woman. The man was using his ability of power to embarrass the woman in front of others and show he was higher status than her. Feminization of poverty is when women are more likely than men to live in poverty due to the gender wages gap. There are many women that struggle daily to make more money when compared to men. The wage gap puts many women into a difficult situation because may be the deal breaker for whether or not they can support themselves. The man was using this to his advantage when causing the woman discomfort about being homeless. Many people are very rude to homeless people and treat them poorly without even knowing the situation. This was a very tough situation for me because I was very nervous to speak up and say something. I experienced the bystander effect firsthand because I thought the other adults would call the police or speak up. Many of the other people probably also thought the exact same thing. That's why nothing was done to stop the man. I would have gone about this situation differently and asked an adult to step in and stop the situation or call the police myself. The man acted on agency but against the structure of this society. People did not challenge the situation because of the status of society. Many may believe it is normal to harass homeless people and left it alone because she was lower class. Agency is when an individual freely acts, and that is what the man was doing. He freely went and made his own choice to verbally attack the woman. The pattern and structure of the city is that many people will just bypass homeless people and keep on with their day, and he went against that. If I could go back and make an impact on that situation, I would.